What's up, everybody? JT here. Um, it's not much of a review on these speakers because they're really nice and there's a lot of reviews on YouTube already. It's more of an educational purpose video for everybody who wants to set these speakers up and put them on your bike, ATV, whatever. So I was having issues finding an auxiliary cord and the ignition cord because 99% of the videos that I found on YouTube, they'd run it straight to the battery. They'd put the negative on and they'd run it straight to the battery, and they had this janky little toggle switch, like on and off switch, hanging out the side of the seat. And to me, that's just dumb and rigged and lazy. So I wanted to really take my time and set it up right to where when I come home and shut my ignition off, the amp to the speaker shuts off as well, so I don't have to purchase a battery tender or even worry about my battery dying at all. So had a friend here, which was really cool, which was a really good help. So I took this piece off here to look for the color of some cords. Found out the ignition color cord is orange and white. So clearly, I followed it down, which plugs into another harness, which comes down into here. So I found the orange and white cord here, which it came into here, which comes into this fuse box here. Okay, that sits up against your seat, and if you lift this rubber piece up, you could see the fuses. It's got all the fuses there. So what I did before and then of course I found the orange and white cord, right? So what I did before I cut this cord and started messing up my bike is my buddy was here. So with the speaker, with all the stuff, I had the amp sitting in a spot where I could see it, and I connected the negative, and then I had him hold the positive inside the spot, just touching the metal, right? So as soon as I turned my ignition, boom, the amp turned on, which told me that, yes, that's my ignition switch, and I figured it out the right way instead of using a toggle switch, an on and off switch like everybody else, the dumb way. So what I did is we spliced this orange and white one and then we got a crimp, of course. We put it in on both sides, put the power cord in, crimped it, and it worked out just fine. So as soon as I turned my ignition on, boom, the amp turns on and the speakers turn on, and I don't have to purchase a battery tender or even have to worry about my battery dying when I come home. So basically when I come home and I shut my bike off, amp and speaker shut off as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. You don't go buy a stupid little toggle switch. You don't try to mount other little on and off switches somewhere. That's just dumb. Take your time and figure it out. These speakers are really sick. I think they look really good and they sound really good. I mean, I was cruising with them yesterday at 40, 50 miles per hour and didn't even have it halfway up, and I heard them loud and clear. And then they come with this speaker volume adjustment valve here. So I just drilled a hole in the side and mounted it in. And I got lucky enough to where this is, like I said, this is a 98 Fat Boy. It's an older bike, but it's got a Street Stalker kit on it. So that's why it's got this big old fat front fender looking thing on it over the bulb. And I was lucky enough to be able to hide my amp behind here. So it's up in here up against my fork because my fork's here. So the amps sit right here perfect, which I got lucky because most people on YouTube bought a bag and would cut a hole there and have their amp sitting in there. So yeah, that's how you set this thing up the right way. So I hope it helped anybody out there who was hooking these things up and didn't want to go get a toggle switch and was having issues. Just find that ignition color cord and go from there. Later. Let's show you guys this here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but my ignition is not on. But as soon as I turn it on, you should hear the speakers go on. Not sure if you heard that, but... And I have it run straight to my phone and turn her up. She I mean, it gets way louder than that. So, big thumbs up for me. I dig them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helped out.